Hi guys and girls. I'm going to show you how to use a harmonic balancer installer in case any of you guys need to use one. Installing one on a small block Chevrolet. This one is a 383, so there is a slightly different balancer if you need to know that. You pick your insert on this specific balancer. That insert screws into the crank. You have your main piece of your tool. And then you've got the bolt that captures the piece that I inserted. You tighten that guy. I believe this is a 1/2 inch or 9/16. Can you please hand me a 1/2 inch or a 9/16? Alright, I'm back. I had to get a couple tools real quick. What I'm going to do is tighten this into the front of the crankshaft. Alright. Now, on a small block Chevrolet, I don't know what else this is going to cross over to. I'm just working on a small block so I can see it. There's a keyway on your crankshaft. You line that keyway up. Also, this is a 383 stroker, not a standard 350. So the balancer is weighted. So you're gonna make sure if you're building a 383, you don't just get one that's smooth all the way around. It has a cutout on it. So I'm gonna slide this guy. It does have some light oil on it. I did not heat mine. Some guys heat theirs. Slide it on, line up your keyway. You put on your bearing that comes in your kit. Grab your nut that comes with the kit as well. Just bring that all the way up. And then once this is seated, we're going to run it down until it stops. And you will know that it stops. It's going to move pretty freely when I start cranking. Once it bottoms out and it starts getting very hard to tighten it, stop. It's seated. If you keep trying to go, you're going to break pieces of this tool off and they're going to get stuck down inside there and you're opening up a whole world of problems. All right. Mine happens to be a 9/16 to hold the tool. You want to keep this from spinning. You're going to grab a large wrench. I just don't have a regular combination wrench to fit, so I'm using this guy. And you're just going to start bringing her down. Should move fairly easy. If you have anything that's galled up or scarred up, it may give you a little bit of a fight. You don't want to force it. If you break something off during this process because you start forcing, it's going to cause you a big headache. Should have a decent amount of resistance, but if you got to put both hands on it, you might want to think about pulling it back off and maybe Scotch Brighten the inside, throwing just a little bit of heat. You can bring them up to about 200 degrees. Some guys say you can't go past 200. If it's hot enough that it's smoking, don't put it in. There's a seal in your timing cover. You melt that seal or burn it up, and have a big oil leak right off the front of your motor. So about 200 degrees works for me, somewhere in there. But this is a brand new crankshaft and a brand new balancer. So I usually just use a light film of oil, crank them down until it gives me some resistance. Like right there. I feel resistance. It's bottomed out. I can look behind it. Looks good. Usually on a 350, you can get about a finger width back there. It's not going to bottom all the way out. It's not supposed to. So once you get to here, you crack your big nut loose, just like that. You don't have to wheel it all the way back out until you're ready to put it back in your box. And sometimes, if you get lucky, which I did, this will pull the insert out of the crankshaft. I showed you guys that small insert that goes in the end of this because this is a universal kit. It has different threads for different engines and applications. We'll pull this guy out. And there you go. That is a balancer installed onto a 350 or 383 small block Chevrolet. Thanks for watching this one. If you got any questions, leave it in the comment below. If you don't care, leave me a like. And if you'd like to, subscribe, hit the bell. Get notified for the next one that comes out. We're going to be starting this engine up on the stand, running it in. It's going to be a break-in, brand new motor, never been started before. Everything's brand new from the machining on the block to the eagle rotating assembly in the bottom end, all the way up to the aluminum heads and intake. Thanks for sticking with me. Catch you on the next one.